The human mind is literally the absolute most powerful weapon in this world. If you learn how to use it, how to truly gain control over it, the heights you can reach are honestly unimaginable. But here's the cold hard reality. Right now, massive marketing companies and tech giants, they are already using this weapon against you. They're manipulating your decisions every single day. Welcome to today's deep dive, where we're going to decode exactly how the mind works and show you how to take that ultimate weapon back into your own hands.
Okay, let's dive into this. A lot of people kind of assume human psychology is just this dry, academic subject, Something meant only for therapists or neuroscientists. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Human psychology is simply the study of the mind's functions and behaviors. We're all humans, and we all behave in certain, very predictable patterns. Understanding these patterns, that's the key to unlocking our full potential. It's what allows us to gain real control in business, relationships, really the whole shebang.
Here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, the ultimate weapon. Number 2, understanding self and emotions. Number 3, the dark side of people and the world. Number 4, deep secrets of the mind. And number 5, a psychology book starter kit. Let's start with section 1, the ultimate weapon. Because to control the weapon, you've got to first turn it inward. Studying human psychology is basically like holding up a mirror to your own thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. It lets you see, actually, scratch that. It lets you finally understand exactly why you behave the way you do. And man, that is incredibly powerful because the second you understand the why behind your actions, you instantly gain the power to steer that behavior in a totally positive direction the next time around.
Let's get real for a second and make this practical. Think about how many of us are absolute lions at home, right? We're bold, we're confident. But the literal second we step onto a stage in front of a crowd, we completely freeze up. Why does that happen? Well, by recognizing the trigger and understanding exactly what your brain is doing in that moment, you can actually regain control. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She had an incredibly challenging childhood and battled years of depression. But by applying these psychological principles, she completely rewired her mindset and changed her entire life's trajectory.
Which brings us to section 2, understanding self and emotions. This is the everyday battle we all face. Look, at the end of the day, we are emotional animals. Every single day, we face situations where our emotions just completely hijack our brains and override all logic. Think about this comparison. Your morning alarm goes off. Logic says, hey, wake up, let's crush it today. But emotion says, just 10 more minutes of sleep. Or when you walk past a street vendor and smell fresh momos, logic is screaming, don't eat that, stick to your diet. But emotion is like, come on, just one plate won't hurt. Logic tells you to work, emotion tells you to endlessly scroll through reels. If you want true success and stillness, you absolutely have to understand the psychology behind these emotional triggers. Now, let's zoom out to section 3, the dark side of people and the world. So, why are you not successful in life? It's super easy to just blame it on bad luck, right? Or tell yourself, oh, I just lack consistency. But I want to tease a much darker reality here. You might simply be failing to understand the dark side of the world around you. Throughout your life, for sure, you are going to encounter toxic people. Every person has two sides. There's the public face they want you to see, and then there's this hidden dark side where they bury all their insecurities and negative emotions. If you don't understand psychology, their dark side is going to be a massive headache for you. But if you master it, you can spot these hidden traits from a mile away. It makes dealing with toxic people practically effortless and builds some serious leadership skills. And hey, it's not just individuals, it's the entire system. Just look at the trap of cheap entertainment, big boss, celebrity gossip, endless meme pages. Do you really think you're fully in control when you're mindlessly scrolling for 3 hours straight? No way, you aren't. This is a deliberate trap designed to keep you distracted. Welcome to the algorithm trap. Tech companies are spending massive, mind-boggling amounts of money on psychological research. They're hiring teams of elite psychologists for one specific reason: to hijack your attention. They design the exact colors, the settings, that infinite scroll on apps like Instagram and Facebook explicitly to make you addicted. They are literally playing with your psychology. There's the saying that the top 1% never want you to escape cheap entertainment. And why is that? Because if you actually put the phone down and started studying deep concepts, things like philosophy, money, and human psychology, their total control over your attention would be completely threatened.
So the crucial point is this. rational thinking and asking questions are the only way to win. The people who win in this world are the ones asking the hard questions. And studying psychology, that is exactly what builds the rational thinking you need to finally break out of this algorithmic matrix they've built around you.
Let's move into Section 4, Deep Secrets of the Mind. When you start digging into deep psychology, you unlock some truly fascinating frameworks of the subconscious mind, stuff science is still trying to map out. We're talking about the power of visualization, tapping into your sixth sense, decoding the power of your dreams, and probably the most counterintuitive concept of the whole bunch, sex transmutation. And this brilliantly illustrates how deep this goes. When you hear the word sex, you instantly think of the physical, right? But sex transmutation is actually a highly mental concept. It's the art of taking that intense physical energy and transferring it into laser-focused mental and creative energy. It's literally a driving force used to achieve absolute greatness. I'm not just making this up. Look at history's greatest achievers. Swami Vivekananda, Abraham Lincoln, Muhammad Ali, Steve Jobs, Mahatma Gandhi, Nikola Tesla. I mean, we are talking about massive historical figures, and they all credited their unparalleled greatness and relentless drive to this very practice of redirecting their energy. It's an incredibly powerful psychological tool once you understand it.
Finally, Section 5, Psychology Books Starter Kit. Let's give you the exact tools you need to start arming yourself today.
Here is your ultimate psychology starter kit. If you want to master this weapon, start right here. The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene, Thinking, Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Grab your phone and take a screenshot of this right now. Seriously, this is your roadmap to beginning your journey of self-mastery.
So I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. You now know that your mind is the ultimate weapon, and you know for a fact that others are actively trying to control it. The choice is entirely yours. Will you continue to be manipulated by algorithms, toxic people, and your own unexamined emotions? Or will you finally read the manual, dive into these books, and take absolute control of the ultimate weapon? What's it going to be?